Hello YouTubers, I have here an acrostic poem on reading. From Pages to Progress by Nicomedes Lumontal. Relish towards books scaffolds cognitive foundation. Enthusiasm starts with the flipping of pages. Advocacy in reading empties the corners of ignorance. Dedication in browsing substantiates life's direction. Impact translates what one has read and done. Newness of ideas and realizations is embraced. Gaining gamut of reading experience is a breakthrough. So this is an acrostic poem, and look at the letters on the left side, reading. Okay, why should we read? What can we get if we continue to read books? The title itself has given us a concrete idea of what one may achieve if he or she continues to read. There are different sayings or quotes in reading. The first one is, a reader today can be a leader tomorrow. Read. Another one is, read in order to lead. And one of the lines that I would never forget about reading is, reading boosts one's imagination. Through reading also, we can travel different parts of the world. Of course, by browsing the pages of different books. Okay, but now, can we be a good reader? Can we be a better reader? Can we be a best reader? Based on my practical example or experience, a good reader reads nonfiction. A better reader reads fiction, but a best reader reads all of them. Is it a daunting task? Is it a challenging task? Yes, it's not an automatic one, because once we read, we also explore the world of the author and, of course, the words there. Yes, there are challenges when you read fiction and non-fiction. One is vocabulary, the arrangement of words, ideas, and we as Filipinos, we have our own languages, Cebuano, Filipino, and we are now reading books that are written by American or English writers or authors. So we need to somehow be um, more flexible, be more resourceful in knowing the meanings of some unfamiliar words. Okay, so but though we have dictionary, but somehow we can use context clues to really uh, to really know the context of those unfamiliar words. Okay, so here, is reading a receptive skill or productive skill? Obviously, reading is a receptive skill, meaning it's more on getting ideas from experts, from different authors, from Shakespeare, from Francis Bacon, all those authors, writers that we've met in our imagination, maybe by reading them, and different English writers, different Filipino writers who are writing short stories in English. So we gain ideas from them. So reading is a receptive skill. Okay? And based on my experience since I was in high school up to college, I cannot really write essays or even simple reaction paper or any composition output if I have not read something. Maybe some could submit for compliance purposes, or maybe they have schema experience in the mind, meaning they have watched it, they heard from people. But for me, because it's really for me YouTubers, got a class here, sorry. For me YouTubers, it's really different that you write on something that you've read, meaning you get ideas from the books you've read, articles you've read, from the fiction and non-fiction books, and you put it into writing. So reading is a indeed a receptive skill, and One cannot deny one of the lines of Francis Bacon, the father of essays. Okay, Francis Bacon, the father of American essays, if I'm not mistaken. And the line that he uttered is, "Reading maketh a fool man." Okay, look at it. The importance now, the impact now of reading. So look at the first line now. Relish, having enjoyment with different book scaffolds, cognitive foundations. So it all starts in the grade level, in the grade school level, elementary level. So our teachers taught us how to read. Okay, producing sounds, understanding literal meanings up to the second level, interpretative. Then we have high school. Okay, up to college, up to until we reach the application level now. The enthusiasm starts with the flipping of pages. Yes, when we were still grade school, we loved to browse pages. And upon doing it, though, in grade school, we were exposed to different pictures, photos, and many more. But still, our mind is not functioning. The question is maybe our interests, our attention, and somehow the print itself may have an impact that we might lose interest because the pages are not that good, the printing was not done thoroughly or in perfect print. Okay, but look at it. The moment we flip pages, then we may have some life now towards reading. Then here, advocacy reading empties the corner of ignorance. So we have to really support the reading skills or the progress or the, I would say, support government programs that would somehow enrich the reading skills, the reading abilities, capacities of our students, of our children. I guess in the Philippines we do have learning centers, learning hubs. So for those teachers who are free, perhaps they can go there and they would have DER, drop everything and read. Or maybe grade school teachers can exploit libraries and have let the children have their time, drop everything and read, because it's not a good thing that that students, pupils up to high school and college only learn from academic books. Somehow they have to somehow widen or um, accelerate, no, the way they imagine. Okay, so that's it. Support them, give them books to read. Okay, so library time. Okay, library is a place of the intelligent people, as they said. Okay, so there should be a strong advocacy, and I hope our politicians, our government leaders would somehow put attention on this one, advocacy on reading. Next, dedication in browsing, flipping pages, substantiates life's direction. Not only flipping, browsing for enjoyment, but somehow when you flip, when you browse, you read something. You do scanning, skimming, or perhaps if you have enough time, intensive reading. So we can really have some direction because we put it to our life. Just like in the Bible, you read some passages there, and then you highlight it with ink or you put check mark. So there are lines there that somehow um, motivate you to do more, motivate you to stop doing such thing because you are affected. And through reading different books, you have this strong sense of direction in life, sense of purpose through reading books. And there are different studies that a good person, a good reader, rather, a good reader or a best reader can somehow control his or her emotions or feelings on different situations. Yes, there are times that we get upset, we tend to scream. That's human nature, but somehow, if we have read plenty of books, then we can somehow manage to control or to have this. We can we can express our emotions in a subtler way. So that's why there are students, there are teachers, or there are people, instead of complaining about the government, about people, about the rebellious individuals, the bad people in the world, those who are recalcitrant, they just put into writing in the form of poem, essay, without knowing it, You could be one of the characters being mentioned there without knowing, without telling you that you're one of the characters there. So a a subtler person really put everything on the mind and heart, what he or has read, and perhaps he or she put it right. He or she may put it into writing. It could be an essay, it could be a diary, it could be a journal, it could be a short story, it could be a poem, or it could be maybe 5 to 10 years from now, he or she may create a drama on it, or a drama piece on it. Okay, so next, look at the impact now. What do you think is the impact? Does it give you negative impact, positive impact? If you read, I think it's more on positive impact. Teachers can't pass board exam without reading different review materials. Maybe some may pass because of perhaps luck, but how about the content now? So the schools might be afraid to hire you because during the interview you could not even mention the books you've read, though you are not an English teacher. So here, reading cuts across all curricula. It's for all. It doesn't mean to say that you are a math teacher or science teacher or Filipino teacher or sorry or PE teacher. You would say reading is for only for English teachers or English experts or those who are majoring in language and literature. No, reading is for all. So all teachers are reading teachers. Even math, there's problem solving there. So before you make solution, you think of a solution, you have to analyze the problem, statement the problem. Even in doing research, you need to read a lot. Okay, next. We can have new ideas and realizations if we value reading. That's that's true. That's a compelling truth. That's undeniable. We can get ideas. Just like in our online setup now. If teachers have not read some articles about online, how to manage stress in online, how to do some shortcut in online classes, well, we might be in old school. So we have to, we can rather, we can get ideas, new ideas, novel ideas, and we may realize something if we have read a lot of books, articles, and many more. So bookworms, look at them. They have plenty to say. Some people are somewhat unstoppable because they can really remember the books they've read, and I salute them. The books I've read, I have it in my cabinet. Okay, so the books of the plays of Shakespeare, though I cannot remember all the details because, of course, we only have this kind of mind, no? Though our mind is like a universe, but some of the theme, the lines, the sayings of Shakespeare, of um, Paulo Coelho, of Jonathan Swift, of other English writers, Filipino writers, are somehow stored in my mind. Okay, so I'm encouraging everyone to really value reading. And what's the overall impact now? What can we get, or why is it that we can have progress if we read different pages? The last line, gaining gamut, wide-ranging reading experience could be a breakthrough, could be our starting point, no, to have a better life. So we cannot also ignore the gamut of reading experience we can get or we can gain if we have really valued the importance or relevance of reading, especially in this new normal. Okay, so that's my poem, and I hope you have enjoyed reading it. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.